Legal rights for people on a H2A visa and migrant seasonal farm workers. You want farm worker and employed on one farm for one short time or season? Then is a possibility so you want migrant seasonal farm worker. In another video, we are going to go over who qualify to be one migrant seasonal farm worker and the rights where who upon one H2A visa qualify for during your employment. All of the link them to the code and regulations, you can find them in the comment section of the video. First thing, what is a migrant seasonal farm worker? A migrant seasonal farm worker is somebody who is employed in the agricultural sector for a season or short-time basis. And it's a requirement that them not stay at them yard at night time. The permanent place for live for one non-immigrant foreign worker at the country where you originally come from. One seasonal agricultural worker is somebody who is employed in an agricultural work on a seasonal or another temporary nature. And it's not required for them stay overnight from them yard where them permanently live. A migrant seasonal farm worker, otherwise called MSFW, will get hired at one farm for a period of time when them need labor. And once them finish all of the tasks them for the season, them employment done too. One example of this, I want apple orchard where hire workers during the harvest season or for help pick apple. When all of the apple them pick, the work done. The dairy farm them no count migrant agricultural work or seasonal agricultural workers because the dairy farm them function right around the year and the workers them need for work all year. As migrant seasonal workers, them only there during the season or a temporary time. Them have one law will protect migrant and seasonal farm workers named the Migrant Seasonal Agricultural Worker Protection Act, MSPA. You can find more information about it in the Code of Regulations, Title 29, Part 507. That section outlines different worker protection, including general protection, wage-related protection, transportation protection, and housing-related protection. As one H2A or MSFW worker, them have one federal and state law which say your employer have to comply with everything what me I go say, but in a limit to the them thing. Yeah. As one H2A and MSFW, your employer have to pay all your recruitment and visa money. This means that any money you spend during the hiring process, like with your visa application and flight them for pay you for your drive to your location where you work, or your employer for pay you back. Another thing is that employers have to pay for your return when you don't work, or when you do at least 50% of the work from when your contract did start to when it reached the end date of the contract. The employer need to give one written contract where have all of the details them about your specific position. How long you go work for? And the amount of money you forget. If your employer pay and make your work outside of your contract, it's very important for you to reach out to one of your outreach worker or a state monitor advocate at a number 802-863-7676. For the worker them under the H2A program, employers need to give all of them workers somewhere free and safe to stay. They must either provide enough food or make sure say you have a kitchen for make your own food. Them have to make sure say for housing as workers, the housing them have to meet certain health and safety standards or guidelines. You can find them guidelines here if you go to the links them in the comments. If the housing them didn't make before 1980, go to the website here. If the house did make on April 3, 1980 or after, the housing fall under OSHA, go to the website here. The employer them have to provide free and safe drive every day from work to the housing. and to the grocery store, bank and them thing there. Furthermore, the employer have to pay you the pay them promise in a written format as for evidence like your paycheck. It in the law say the employer have to pay you at least 3/4 of the hours them where them did agree to and that write up in your contract. H2A worker them can get paid H2A adverse effect wage rate and you can find them yourself. Since December 16, 2024, H2A worker them and US workers under the H2A program in a Vermont get paid $18.83. The rate you get reviewed every year. If you have no question about your rights under the H2A program or your status as one migrant seasonal farm worker, please reach out to the Burlington American Job Center and ask for talk to the agricultural outreach worker or the state monitor advocate at 802-863-7676. Them keep all questions or concerns confidential, and if one complaint need for file, them can process it. The Vermont Department of Labor are one equal opportunity employer will deal with equal opportunity programs. Auxiliary aids and services them available upon request to anybody with disabilities. Free language assistance did it too.